the next part is a little bit about interpretation of the dream. In case you don't know the meaning, to interpret the dreams, let's say now you've seen something, right? You've seen something. Guys, can I just finish the next part? Are you okay? Because that part about finding out the answers and then commanding to wake up is done, right? Okay, this is the next part of your dream sanctuary, okay? The soul sanctuary. So I'll just move on here, okay? All right, I want to keep it flowing. So the next part is this. Let's just say you've seen an image, or you heard a sound, or you taste something, or you felt something, and so on and so forth, correct? Okay, so you don't really know what it is. Don't really know what it is, right? So the next day you wake up, you remember the feeling, you remember what you saw, don't know the meaning, okay? So one of the things you can do is to plot a Chi chart and find out what is it exactly. Now, again, I'll tell you the concept, but I can't exactly explain every single thing, okay? So let's say, okay, at this hour, it's a rooster hour, is in the afternoon, okay? You figure out the whole day, you still remember that the last night, this morning when you woke up, you dreamt of, let's say, you dreamt of a very weird bird. You saw a very weird bird, and you were asking about, you know, what is the next course of action because the bankers are not lending you money, and you dreamt of a bird with very weird feathers. I'll just give you an example. Again, I'm making this up. So, and by about 5 to 7 p.m., you're thinking about the dream again. The same dream suddenly had the same feeling came about. Then you think, okay, I would like to know about this. Then you plot the chart. Okay, you plot the chart. Now, some of you beginners have not gone through the beginner classes for some reason. That's why you're asking me, do you still need the marker? If you've been through my classes, do you still need the marker, guys? Nope. You see the answers, guys? Look at the answers, guys. Look. All right, that's because these people have been through the classes I told you to go through before coming to this, all right? So if you've been through that, this is a continuation. So you already know you don't need markers, right? So you didn't need markers. You just need to know the urge to know. So now you plot the chart. Okay, so you plot the chart out and you look at the chart and you want to analyze the dream. Now, if you have instructed the moon, you will have to look at where the moon is. If you instructed the snake, you will look at where the snake is. That depends on where, what is it that you're asking, which you asked the night before. Okay, that's the focus point. Because we don't know what you did, right? You ask the moon, you look at the moon. If you ask snake, you look at snake. Yes? Hello, guys? Okay. So suppose you talk to the moon. This is easy. Last night before you sleep, you talk to the moon, or during the day you talk to the moon, and you slept. Next morning, you wake up, you receive the knowledge, but you don't really know what it means. So you look at the moon. In relation to, this is the day, right? Yin Earth. So then you look at where the day is. The day, it's right here. Okay. So can you see, this is Wood Palace. Now, this class is not an interpretation on forecasting. This is not an interpretation of forecasting, so I won't go through the details here. To learn forecasting, please go back to the forecasting section of your Achievement Academy. We've talked about that before. Hopefully you watched it. If not, there's a masterclass coming on Achievement Forecasting. I totally urge you to attend that, because that is the physical part of the internal energy that you're learning now.
Kurang tidur, bikin kulit kusam. Baru, Vaseline Glutathione Overnight. Dengan kekuatan 10 kali sheet mask, mentransformasi kulit dalam semalam. Menjadi cerah dan terasa kenyal di pagi hari. Vaseline baru.
The Neukung, now is the internal energy, that is the forms, all right? So if you don't have that, go for that, right? But this is an example of how it is done. So you look at the relationship between the two. This is the moon, and this here you interpret whatever is inside. And is it favorable? Yes, because it's wood to wood. Something favorable is happening. Okay, something favorable is happening between you and your dream. Okay, so in your dream right now, this is the dream, because it's the moon you commanded. Hero is happening. Wow, you're going to be the spokesperson, the light, in preparation for something. Great. What are you preparing for? Well, you're asking for assistance, maybe in the form of support. Maybe something to do with sales, depending on what you're asking for. It's a lingering problem. Now, snake is just snake in this case, but definitely it's going to be favorable. Got it? Okay. Now, some of you are already asking me how to interpret. I will not talk about interpretation in more detail than this. This is just a show of how you use Chiman forecasting to further define the dream. Okay, you need to learn forecasting for that. There is a topic in Chiman Academy, yes or no? Guys, that you have amongst your collection of classes. Yes, look at the text. Yes. Okay, let's go back to that and refer. Okay, this is, if you don't even know that whether this is an hour chart or day chart, clearly you didn't attend classes. Please go back and attend the basics. All right, this is an hour chart that I'm using. How we get the hour chart, in what circumstance get hour chart, the basics and basis are still the same. You go back and study that and you will know. Okay, you go back and study that and you will know. So everyone here, tell them, those who are missing out, clearly there are 30% of you, because I checked, that actually didn't watch any of my basic beginner programs prior to Chiman Intuitive. Be honest, did you attend it? Right, be honest, you didn't watch it, right? Right, so a lot of you didn't watch it, right? That's why, you see, honest, good, I appreciate it. Because of that, this part is missing. Okay, because of that, this part is missing. All right, you interpret this just by changing two things. All right, the moon represents the dream that you asked for yesterday. The snake represents the lucid parts, whichever one is the one that you asked. That's the useful God change. Other than that, everything else remains the same. Okay, everything else remains the same. Okay, so that is how it works. Okay, so let's just say this could be your another example. Let's just say in the afternoon, 2 days later after your dream, right? Let's just make some example. 2 days later after your dream, and you still can't figure out, you know, in my dream, in the lucid dream, I was trying to fix, you know, that deal, and there was someone in that lucid dream. I didn't command for that person to appear, but it was always there. I can't really know who that person is, but that person seemed to be there. It looks like it's not a friendly party. I want to know whether it's a friendly party or not a friendly party. Okay, so you keep thinking about it for 2 days, but finally decided, let's ask Chiman. So over lunch, 2 days later, you had the urge. What did the urge come from? Whatever, right? It could be urge from your balls. I don't know, right? You just, oh, there's an urge. I need to plot the chart, all right? So you plot the chart, right? So you plot the chart and you find out that, what does it say? What does it mean, that guy in that lucid dream? What's he talking about? I need to know, all right? So here you see the run water. Let's look at the run water. Where is run? This is the day. This is the asker. And that is your dream, right? Your lucid dream. So apparently, this person is on a death door, which means that he is here to stop something. And apparently, since you're talking about a deal, this deal is a business deal, because this is a business star, and he's here to stop it. Is it possible to stop you? Well, you have the chief next to you, the heart, which is great. You control finance and you have a good reputation, and he is countering you. So he's going to stop you, but based on the two charts, he may not succeed. But that is what that additional person in your dream is really trying to do. Who is this person? Damn it. Okay. Well, the person is maybe could be born in 1995, 1985, 1975. It could be born in those years, most likely male, slightly overweight, and has a problem with the left leg. Now go and find out who that is. Okay, now how do we know that? Because forecasting will tell us East represents leg, Yin Earth represents damage, so it's left leg damage, Death Door represents stopping, right? So all this stuff is part of forecasting. Go and learn forecasting, all right? So that is you now know that you have commanded. The part in this program is how you tell the dream to do something for you. But now you're saying, I don't really get the full message. But how do I get the full message? Well, that way you can do the full message, right? So you now get 2 parts. So this whole lesson is about the 2 parts of doing your interpretation, right? So you either you know it. If you don't know, you can ask the Chiman later on. You decode it, right? You decode it like any other Chiman forecasting. And by the way, you're good at Chiman forecasting because you do Chiman intuitive. Intuitive intelligence awakens. It saves up the energy so that you can do this. By the time you can do it, the information flows. Okay, so it's a chicken and egg situation. It's like if you understand the wuxia movies, Chiman intuitive is your Gao Yam Zhan King, right? It's your power. Your Chiman forecasting is your Gao Yong San Gong, right? It's your forms. Okay, so you have 2 together. that makes up the full practice. Okay. All right. All right. So some of you are already asking how to interpret. That's forecasting. If you want to interpret, just go to forecasting. We're not talking about achievement forecasting. Guys, come on, right? We're talking about achievement intuitive. So focus on this here. Okay. Interpretation is a different game. That's achievement forecasting. All right. So now you know. All right. So maybe one more example. Let's just say you didn't ask for anything, but one day you woke up, right? Or you woke up, or maybe you did ask for something. Let's say you did ask for something. You say, hey, tell me, what's the, let's say you ask a stupid question. A stupid question is, tell me the outcome of this, this favor I'm asking for. Then you went to sleep, right? You went to sleep and suddenly, you wake up because there was a nightmare and you woke up very early at 5 a.m. Okay. And immediately you needed to know because you can't remember shit, right? You're like, oh shit, I felt something. I saw something, but I can't really know what that means. Then you plot a chart. So it's early in the morning at 5 a.m. You woken up because of a nightmare. And how do you see this? Since it's a nightmare, most likely it's going to be snake. Okay. So it's a yin earth day. So you woke up at this hour and it's right here. Okay. Door of fear, true